Hi student, today I also present to teach you the online classes of South Point English Boarding Schools. So let's go to start our continuing the chapter of course. You know that the Newton law of gravitation. Newton law of gravitation or Newton's universal law of gravitation. Both are the similar methods, and the Newton law of gravitation states that every body in this universe attacks another body with force. Everybody in the universe attracted another body with a force. It means, in previous class, I was say to you that about the force of attraction. It means the mutual attraction or the force of attractions between two bodies. Like as the body may be masses m1 and m2, and the force of attraction between them is F. It is denoted by the capital letters, and similarly the distance between the mass m1 and m2 may be the d. It is represented by the d. It is the distance between the two mutual heavenly body is d, and the force between them is F. So, if Newton's universal law of gravitation states that every body in this universe attacks one another with a force. That force is the gravitational force. And such gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of their masses. It means directly proportional. The force F is directly proportional the product of their masses. It means the mass m1 and m2. Here m1 and m2, when the distance keep the constant. It means there is the negligible distances. The distance not a negligible, sorry. It means the distance should be constant. It means 1 cm, then it's always 1 cm, 2 cm or any one. In that condition, F is directly proportional to the m1 and m2. And similarly, the inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center, and square the distance between their center. The center of the heavenly body m1 is O1, and the center of heavenly body 2 is O2, and the square of d, it means inversely proportional, and F is inversely 1 upon 1 by d square. So such type of the law is called universal law of gravitations. Newton universal law of gravitations. Listen once again. It states that every body in this universe attacks one another with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of its distance between their center. So, the heavenly body may be the sun and earth, the sun and the moon, and the sun and Jupiter, the earth and Jupiter and Neptune's, our satellite, any heavenly body. In that law is known as the universal law of gravitation. So now we are going to drive a formula for universal law of gravitation. So what is the universal law of gravitation that we read, that is given by the scientist in 1687, is known as the universal law of gravitation. Suppose that a body of mass m1 attracted the another body of mass m2 with a force F, with a force F towards its centers O1. Similarly, the body of mass m2 in the turn attacks the body of mass m1 with the same force F towards its centers O2, and the distance between the two center is d. Then we apply the Newton universal law of gravitation, and according to the Newton's law of gravitation, universal law of gravitation, that states that the every body of this universe attracted one another. So here is the two body m1 and m2 which is attracted by the force F, and F is the gravitational force, and the distances, and that is directly proportional to the m1 and m2. It means the product of m1 and m2 is directly proportional to the gravitational force of the two heavenly body. Similarly, the gravitational force of two bodies' distance is a square of their distances inversely proportional to the square of their distances. It means when the distance increases of the body, that means the formula is derived as according to Newton universal law of gravitation, we get that according to Newton universal law of gravitation, we get that the here directly proportional to the product of their masses. This point here, F is directly proportional to the product of mass m1 and product of mass m2. Is equation 1. The distance between m1 and m2 are constant. As the force is inversely proportional 1 by g square equation 2. The masses between m1 and m2 are constant. Then we get combining the equation 1 and 2, we have a student here. The force is directly proportional to the product of their masses m1 where the distance between m1 and m2 are constant. Similarly, the force is inversely proportional to the square of their distances, where the mass m1 and m2 are constant. m1 and m2 are constant. In that time, we going to combine the equation 1 and 2. Then we get that F is directly proportional. Product of m1 and m2 and 1 upon 1 by d square. So F equal to m1 into m2 by d square. Then we get that F is directly proportional to the m1 into m2 by d square by combining equation 1 and 2, where F equal to g m1 into m2 by d square, where g is called the where G is called the universal proportionality constant, whose value is the value of G equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg is twice. Suppose the values of F, the value of mass is m1 equal to m2 equal to 1 kg and the distances between them d equal to 1 meter, then we get F equal to g into 1 into 1 by 1 and F equal to g, and it is equals to the F and g. So student, here we put the value of mass m1 and m2 is 1 kg, then the distance becomes 1 meters, and we putting the value of mass m1 and m2 and distance in the formula F equal to g m1 into m2 by d square, we will get F equal to g. It means in the inverse, the gravitational force is equal to the inverse of gravitational constants. And now I am going to stop my speech. Okay, bye. I will meet you in next class. Thank you, everybody.